Joining our pub quiz team this week is a comedy creator and presenter who is most known for his hilarious street interviews, which he himself describes as actually quite good. It's Rob Colfer.
It's Rob Colfer.
Hello guys. Thank you. That was a great intro.
Yeah,
thank you.
Can I say, welcome back to the pod.
Thank you for having me back.
So
I am so happy to be
We're
here.
sort of lifting the lid a bit. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Lifting the curtain a bit.
Slightly, yeah.
So we
Well
did a pilot of the pub quiz pod, which was unnamed at the time.
Yeah.
About how long ago was it, Rob?
I'm going to say about 6 months ago.
I
think it was in summer, right?
Yeah.
It was in summer.
Bloody hell.
I woke up on a summer's morning and had missed calls from Jake.
Yeah.
Where are you, mate? Where are you?
Yeah.
And I was sweating and I was
We were sweating, mate. We were sweating.
Yeah.
We were sweating for different reasons. And,
Yeah.
and Jake, you'd actually given me the wrong date.
The situation was, we turned up to this upstairs of a pub. There was a fridge that was going great guns that was just couldn't silence. If you try and silence a fridge like that, you're not going to win. We were both quite hungover.
Yeah.
I didn't even have your number, so this is all happening through Instagram Messenger. I'd given you the wrong day, the wrong time, no information about what the pub quiz was.
I think we had 2 mics between 3 of us. It was single glazed windows on a Saturday in London, like outside of like a busy road. So it was just you could hear more traffic than us. And then the cherry on the icing on the cake was when Rob finally turned up about 2 hours late. No fault of Rob's. Rob turned up. I was stood there waiting. He walked in and went, "Oh, what are you doing now? I've just seen you on TikTok." Jake had failed to say to Rob it was sort of a bit of a joint endeavour for myself and Jake. Rob thought he was just turning up to record with Jake and was really bewildered at the fact that I was stood at the bar.
Do you ever think with the pilot being as long as 6 to 7 months ago that the standard of the podcast should be higher by now?
It should be, really, shouldn't it? Because that was woeful. But I think you always have this thing after recording where you come out and you're like, that was insane, that was great. And we were going, that was only intended to be a pilot, but we're going to release it. And then sat on it for a month and then we're like, we didn't release it.
Yeah.
No.
You watched it back then?
We did listen to it back.
We did listen to it back, and we both sort of thought to ourselves, were we supposed to be slurring? Were we supposed to be slurring? I don't know.
Were we supposed to be able to hear us?
I thought I was just struggling to get involved, but actually you guys were just on a different level to
We
me.
were just 5 points in and just like cantankerous and just sort of like
Wow,
inside
what a
joke.
word!
That was good, wasn't it?
That was amazing.
Just sort of inside joking amongst ourselves, weren't we?
Yeah, something that has happened is that if a 4-syllable word is used on the podcast, well, we get very excited. We get very excited. We're not normally at that level. Cantankerous. Well, Rob, welcome back. Did you enjoy Pub Quiz Pod in its inception when you first turned up?
I did. It was infantile and fun,
Yes, lovely.
but very much infantile.
I think
Is
what
that you
we
were
should-
attempting to try and get 4 syllables in earlier?
He was close. Hit the crossbar there. I think what we could do, what's a good opportunity to do, is at the end of this, when we do our little review at the end,
Yeah.
get you to do a little comparison review.
Sure.
How's it? So that's something to look
Yeah,
forward
I'd
to.
love that. That's a really nice idea.
Stay tuned for the Pub Quiz Pod comparison review.
When we first met, you said, look, you love the idea of a quiz, you love finding out about interesting things, you meet lots of interesting people, but you don't actually get to go to many pub quizzes. Have you been to any in the time that we've been apart?
I went to a pub quiz near... I was going to say near where I live. Now I'm not going to say that. Now I'm not going to say what pub it is. I went to a pub quiz.
Is someone after you? What's going on? Are you on the run?
No, here's what... Look,
You're not John Lennon, mate.
someone might kill me.
You can't get back in your front door after this because everyone's fucking swarmed round.
You joke. You joke and you laugh.
Where is he?
You laugh and you joke.
Do me. Interview me, mate.
I unnamed the pub there because I just didn't want anyone to know where I live, and you think that's mental. I stepped out of my house this morning, guy comes past and goes, mate, and took a picture of me. I was like, you're right in front of my house.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you not ask? He just...
No, he was like, mate, and he was like, oh, I'll show... I think he was like, I'll show John this. He'll love this. I was like, okay, I don't know who John is.
I love it though.
But it makes me quite anxious.
Gosh.
Because that can happen. Not often, but it can happen. Hence why I'm not saying the pub. So I went to this pub quiz, and I was really disappointed because the questions, the guy seemed very unenthusiastic. Like he'd just been told, you're doing the late shift today, you're staying on and doing this pub quiz for a couple hours. And he would read out the names with nothing. Like you know when you have a pub quiz name and it's like can't wait for them to read out the name and like everyone laughs or whatever. No, he just had no enthusiasm. And then the questions came around and it was all sort of like 70s based stuff, and the crowd was very young.
Yeah.
It was a really young gay crowd, and just weren't really into this sort of macho 70s stuff he was putting out.
What sort of macho 70s stuff was in there?
Just like, it was a lot of football from
Yeah.
the 70s. which player played for England and Real Madrid in the...
God.
And it's like... So, yeah, disappointed. So
I've been to so many where just like the quizmaster, like, say, is a 55-year-old man who is a bit of a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
Every question. And who was the vice captain of Chelsea in 1956, in 1957? It's just there's no self-awareness.
There's a lot of ego.
Yeah,
Going
yeah,
into
yeah,
it, you
yeah.
go, these are the questions you want to be asked.
You've got to try. For every question about Chelsea Football Club, there should be a question about Chelsea Manning. Or Chelsea. I couldn't think of another Chelsea.
Yeah, no, it was good though. You did it on the run there. That was
Sure.
That was good.
Yeah. Or Wootards of Chelsea.
Wootards of Chelsea. Yeah,
Very good.
Name of Chelsea.
Chelsea Dagger.
Chelsea Dagger, exactly. God, that's quite a good Chelsea round, actually.
Yeah.
Write that in. So, Rob, we would love to know, what would you like our team name to be for this quiz today?
So I did prep a couple.
Okay.
I've got a punny one, and you know you like your Harry Potter sketches, Jake.
Yeah.
So just thought.
Sort of said that very derogatory there.
No,
You like little make-believe sketches,
You like-
don't you?
You're little.
You 31-year-old child.
You 31?
31, yeah.
Wow.
Why? What you look pretty sick.
Oh.
You thought I was older? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so we've got Harry Potter and the Half-Pint Princes.
Lovely, because
Oh,
we'll probably have half a
Harry-
pint while we're at it. Yeah, I like that.
yeah.
That's
I
the
like
punny
that.
ones.
I like that. I'm happy to go with
Yeah,
this
yeah,
right
yeah.
now, but I'll hear you.
no,
Let's hear the other one. Let's hear the other one.
And then you just got I like the ones sort of Bart Simpson-esque where you know the quizmaster's going to have to read it out.
Oh, these are fun.
I like that vibe sometimes where it's not the pun and just like something like metal tits.
Metal tits is nice.
Just metal tits.
So as you know very well,
Yeah.
right, we get sent a real pub quiz from a real pub quizmaster from somewhere in the country. We don't know who it is. Our producers have compiled the best of the best, and we're going to read the questions. We're not seeing the questions. We've not seen the questions. So, you'll remember Sam from the Fox and Lockley in Warwickshire. We actually loved their quiz so much that they are back for round 2. Dan Tiernan did Sam's quiz last time and got 5 out of 5 in one of the rounds.
Wow.
5 out of 5 is becoming a bit of a club that is quite hard to join. I think you're the man to be able to join it though, Rob. How do you feel about that?
So long as it's not like music, I might be okay. I'm not very good at what song is this kind
Really?
of vibe.
You're not
Yeah,
very good at music,
it
though?
doesn't do it. No, I am a music fan. I love music. When I went to your pub quiz, I couldn't name any of them.
Really?
Yeah.
They-
I struggle with.
And I bet that was like Mr. Brightside, wasn't it?
Yeah, no,
really
no,
is.
it was of that ilk.
It was more
It
about
really
the
was.
sing-along, wasn't it? Rather
Yeah.
than like an
That
actual...
music round is basically a hen party.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you
There was
just get
Come
a
On
few-
Eileen, Sweet Caroline, Mr. Brightside.
All right, so hopefully
Yeah,
no
I-
music questions.
No,
then.
I'm gifted
And
in other
segued
ways.
into angels. If I...
We'll always find a segue into angels. We did a maths question the other day, brought Robbie Williams on, just so he could sing angels, and we're like, how are we going to justify this? I'm Robbie Williams. My hit single was actually a spelling mistake. It was meant to be I'm Loving Angles instead. We're in. See you later. Right, if you at home if you at home love Sam's quiz as much as we do, you can actually see the real quiz in action every Tuesday at the Fox and Lockley in Warwickshire at 8 p.m. But for now, we're going to take it on in this very room. Robbie, you ready?
I'm just,
Yeah.
sorry, Jake. Were you saying the Fox at Locksley, or were you saying the Fox and Lockley?
I said the Fox and Lockley. Locksley.
What is it?
So Locksley is a place. So the pub is the Fox.
Yeah.
Locksley is a little village in the county of Warwickshire, not the Fox and Lockley in Warwickshire.
When we sat down today, all three of us sat down. We thought, God, it's a bit of a feeling here, isn't it? Of just like professionalism. Like we're not too chaotic. We know what we're doing. We're getting through the format beats really nicely. And then I've just after slagging us off for not giving Rob the proper address last time. If you want to come to the Fox and Cockley in Lincolnshire, come at 7:30. All the information wrong.
And also, just to put the final nail in the coffin, we didn't do we didn't ask Rob for his facts.
I was going to bring it up, but I didn't want to seem like a bit of a dick.
I'll see you later.
I thought I'd just let you go.
But before we start the quiz, Rob, what we like to ask our guests is if they've had an interesting fact. This might be something that you've heard recently, not something that maybe someone you've been talking about it at work. You don't have a real job, so that wouldn't have happened. But what? I couldn't help but jibe back there, guys. What's the interesting fact that you brought with you today?
I find this one real fun. You know maths. We all like maths.
Yeah, big time.
Apparently, maths works out that if you have 23 people in a room.
Maths isn't a person.
No, maths is a person. Capital M. Capital M. Maths has said this.
I'm glad you confirmed that we all know maths, because I think we might have to dig into that a bit more.
He's coming out tonight, isn't he?
He's just he's getting some food. What's he having? Pie.
We've discovered that maths says that if there's 23 people in a room, there's 50% chance that 2 of them will share a birthday.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
23 people in a room. There's 50% chance that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to ask
It's
you to do the
astounding,
maths,
isn't it?
But that seems bonkers. Like, we've all been to school, just looking around. Yes, we've all been to school. You've got about 30 people in a classroom, right?
Yeah.
Very rare that you've ever... I don't think there was a... Do you know what? It's wrong. Because
You think
in
it's
every
wrong?
class
You think
that
it's
I was
wrong?
in, there was... I can't remember there ever being 2 people sharing a birthday.
Really?
So if there's a toss of a coin 50-50, it's not happened in 13 years of school.
Go first person in the room, 0% chance. Like, there's no chance it's going to be sharing. Second person that comes in has like 364 days out of 365.
Got you. I'm with you so far.
And then the next one, 363 out of 365. So you end up with these fractions until you get to 23. And then you times them all together and you get 0.493 or something.
Wow.
And it's it's like 49% chance or 50% chance.
Can I just say, you've explained that really elegantly, because I think whenever numbers start getting spoken about, my arsehole clenches tightly and I start to sweat and my mouth gets dry, but I had none of those sensations.
Your mouth looks moist
Yes.
as ever.
Yeah.
Your arsehole loose.
I'm wet all round. It's really lovely. You've done a really nice job
Thank
of
you.
that.
Thank
That's
you.
a brilliant fact. That's up there with one of my favourites, I think.
So if you're ever doing J-cup with bum, start saying numbers and then you'll get a really good come out of it. That's what I do, isn't it?
You stay around tonight?
Till Tuesday.
How many days is that?
Oh, I don't know. We're watching a lot of Countdown. That took a turn, didn't
Yeah.
it? That took a turn.
Yeah,
I like that.
it often does with
I
you
like
guys.
that. I like
But no,
that
but
a lot.
genuinely, I think that's one of our best our best facts we've had.
Yeah.
actually.
It's cool. It's a
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
one because it's so counterintuitive.
We should probably get into the quiz, shouldn't we?
I'd love
So
to.
we are doing Sam's quiz for the second time from the Fox at Lockley in Warwickshire. I nearly said Fox in Lockley, yeah. And they do their quizzes every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Okay, so round one. Round one is titled Ending in O. So
Very good. Ooh,
You like?
very
Yeah,
good.
I was going to leave
You're
it.
on fire today.
Sorry, I've had my
Someone
coffee.
said that- I've had my coffee today, haven't I?
same as before, each answer ends in O. So question one. Which type of mushroom shares its name with a London market and an Edinburgh suburb? So as two London boys, I suppose you can reel off a few markets, can't you?
Do you know what? If we were to go down the reeling off mushroom route, Button, Portobello. There we go. We've got it.
Portobello Market.
Gosh, it's
Well
nice
done.
It's nice when
That
you
was
get-
really quick.
Hey, I was just listing mushrooms, brother.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
It's fantastic. You know, it was really good. Really quick.
Get your list of mushrooms, reel them off, and you'll get there in the end.
Question two. If I was born in early September, that's what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah,
people are
must
born.
be, yeah.
What would be my star sign?
I'm September 15th, but that's on the
that's handy.
that's on the cut. That could be on the cusp of a star sign. I'm a Virgo.
I feel like everyone's always on the bloody cusp, isn't it? You always ask them about a
Well,
star sign, I'm on the cusp.
I think I'm on the
I'm on the cusp. It's the only context I ever hear cusp said that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm on the cusp. So what star sign are you? Oh, I'm an Aries, but I'm on the cusp. You know, it's like,
Worried to tell you and say,
Yeah,
I'm a Leo, but please don't take that. Please don't take that to heart because I've got some qualities of a Cancer as well.
yeah, it really is, isn't it? It's sort of like, yeah.
So what's your star sign then, Rob?
I think I'm Virgo. I believe I'm Virgo.
Rob. Sorry, Rob. Virgo. Great. Okay.
Yeah, it was
Well,
nice being called Rob. Not many people call me Rob. To
Robert!
They go mate or or Colf, and I don't get Rob.
I'm happy to go with Virgo.
But it's early September, so that's what I'm saying. I'm on the cusp.
The other
I'm
one
on
that
the
comes
cusp.
to mind is Sagittarius.
Ooh.
Sagittarius and Libra in my mind are in the mix here. I can tell you ones it's not. It's not Pisces, Aries, Cancer or Leo. Because
Okay.
I know those are well earlier in the year.
What star sign are you, Jay?
I'm a Cancer.
What?
I'm on the cusp.
He's on the cusp.
I'm actually on the cusp.
What star sign are you?
Aries.
And how long does a star sign last? Is it a month?
Well, how many star signs up? Is
Yeah,
there 12?
yeah,
so it must
about
be.
a month, but not like
And it's not to the calendar,
it's
is it?
not
That's
to
what
the
I'm saying.
calendar.
So it could be like.
When is your birthday?
20th of July, mate. So I think all we've got to go off is the fact that our guest has a birthday in the month, but the fact that Sam
ending in
specified
O, ending
early
in O.
September.
Oh wait, Virgo. Ending in O. They all end in
I
O.
forgot about the ending in O.
Oh,
element,
very
yeah.
good.
Oh, that was silly.
Well done.
That
Well
was
done.
very silly.
Well remembered.
Question 3.
In Alice in Wonderland, what does the Queen of Hearts use as a croquet mallet?
I've never seen it.
No, I don't
Never seen it. Alice in what? It's probably like some kind of animal.
I've read it, I've not seen it, I've not anything. Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland goes. Where does she go? She's from Kansas. Is that what I'm talking? Is that the right thing?
That's Wizard of Oz.
No, that's
Wizard of
Wizard of Oz.
Haven't seen it. Haven't seen it.
So it's a bit of like a magical, mystical land, isn't
Yeah.
it? So
Oh man, I can see the 5 out of 5 slipping.
Is this
away.
this is the round? This is the
No, any of the
any
three
round.
rounds we have a chance to get 5
Okay.
out of 5. But I really thought with
Yeah,
the way
no,
we
we
were
can get
going-
this, guys.
So it's
It's a mallet.
that you could use as a mallet.
as a croquet
mallet.
mallet.
in a bit of a sort of, I don't want to say fairy.
Here's
land,
my
but a bit of a
mallet.
mystical.
A
Producer knows.
Producer knows.
Is it an animal?
It's
It's an
definitely an animal,
I knew
isn't
it was
it?
an animal. So animals ending in O, that would be in Alice in Wonderland, because I think like Alice in Wonderland
It's
would
like
take like English countryside.
Yes,
You know, it's
yes,
got the
yeah,
rabbits
yeah.
in it already.
We're not talking hippo.
No,
we're talking.
No,
Hippo's a.
But it has rabbits. It has a Cheshire cat. I think it's going to be in that world. Badger, deer.
We need to know. At the
We
end.
need an O.
Toad.
Toad, otter, beaver. I mean, it could be a hippo.
Bevo. Just using Bevo as a mallet.
Beaver. It could
Just
be beaver.
You have a teeth for it.
Come on, guys. We need to know. You know the rules.
You know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very good. Have you come into contact with Bevo?
I haven't. No.
I thought in your as
No,
a
I
TikToker,
haven't.
You
Just
might have done.
no.
Have you watched his Pornhub videos?
Have you seen it?
Huh?
Have you seen his Pornhub videos?
In passing.
Yes.
In passing. Yeah.
Just
yeah, yeah.
scroll-
He's actually
just
on-
scroll
he's
by.
actually
Yeah.
I was having a chat with a friend the other day, and we were really deep in how mad it is. You know, like you got like remember like Luke Bennett and
Yeah.
Simple Simon
Yes.
and all them, like, how they started off just as normal people doing videos in a room.
Ryan Windridge.
Yeah, and put it forward 2 years. The journey that this social media app has taken them on has taken them from just like normal people.
Yeah.
They've ended up
making-
like doing porn, but
Yeah.
just to stay relevant, just to
That's
stay.
quite dystopian, like
Yeah.
Black Mirror.
Can we just
isn't
can we
it?
spend a moment on this? Can we?
We have a moment of silence for
I
for
just
Simple Simon.
It's just worrying that
I
a
saw
new. God, sorry.
Oh, I saw Simple Simon do a video today with his daughter.
Right,
And his
that's worrying.
And his daughter was like, "So how come you're shagging Bennett and Bevo?" He's like, "Oh yeah, it's content, innit? It's content." That's what he said.
Wait,
to his daughter, and his
sorry.
daughter's-
So can we just lay of the land here? The context is Simple Simon's been shagging people, has he? Or
Simple Simon, this TikToker guy,
Yeah.
who's in his 50s, I think. He has, he was like, did TikToks, whatever that was about, football stuff, whatever. And then it got to a point where, for the content, he had I think he had a threesome with Bevo and Luke Bennett, and it was
so
like,
he's
did they
had.
actually do it, or was it just sort of pictures of them in their underwear?
I don't know.
Because I saw the underwear pics and I just
Yeah.
assumed the most extreme.
It's a challenging wank, isn't it?
But just regardless, that is like, I feel like if TikTok does get banned, if TikTok goes, then
Yeah.
that's the equivalent of like a post nut clarity, isn't it? Back,
Oh,
and they're
mate,
just
oh.
Yeah, so
They're
true.
just back to their normal life, going out into normal world. They've sort of been forgotten about, and they've just got these memories of like, what the fuck have I done for the last 2
Why
years?
did I do that?
What the? It's mad.
Would you ever make the leap? I mean, you're part of a group setting, so already you're halfway there.
Hands itself well to it.
Yeah. I mean,
no, I don't.
What would it take to push you to that point where you're like, okay, I'm going to make porn now?
10 grand? Susie.
And that's split between three.
So in Alice in Wonderland, what does the Queen of Hearts use as a croquet mallet? Animal ending with O.
We just can't. I mean, the fact we're at the point now we just can't name an animal ending in O.
I really can't, apart from hippo.
Hippos.
It can't be a hippo.
It can't be.
can
That'd be mental.
Is there a type of bird?
Yeah, I was thinking sparrow, but it's a W.
Should we write hippo down? I mean, it sounds mental to do
I mean,
that.
Yeah, we can come back to it, right?
Yeah,
I
maybe
really
keep
think
it
it's
going
an
on in the
animal.
back of our minds just in case. Question 4. Team GB athletes Jade Jones and Caden Cunningham are both Olympic medalists in which sport?
Guys, we've got the O. We keep forgetting to go with
No, we
the
get
O.
you,
What is
yeah.
wrong with us? So all we need to do is think about something that ends in
Polo.
O. Polo.
Brilliant.
Lovely.
There'll be others. Let's think of
Let's have
more.
a quick just skim through. So discus and javelin, those are the
They
big
don't
throwing.
end in O.
Hammer throw, that ends in a W. Those are the big throwing ones. We've sorted those. In terms of running, you've got hurdles, you've got various races. It all ends in X 100 metres. Fine. And
Water
then
polo.
Water polo.
See, that's
Water
another
polo,
one,
there you
isn't
go.
there?
I think we just go with polo.
I reckon if they're Team GB, we're more likely to have people that are good at polo than water polo, aren't we?
And finally, question 5. In Italian cuisine, which dessert comprises a scoop of vanilla ice cream topped with a hot shot of espresso?
Oh,
Is it something like
I've had this.
affogato?
Oh, wait, yes,
wow.
affogato. Yeah,
Affogato?
Yeah.
Is that AFIGATO?
Yeah, he's not going to check our spelling.
Okay, so that's so that's the end of the round.
Okay, cool.
We're sticking with hippo before we
Whoa,
close.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
whoa, whoa, hold on.
Please, are we sticking with hippo before we close the round?
Could we think of any other? Can anyone at home think of an animal Ending in O.
Put in the comments if you can think of another animal ending in O.
Let's just put Bevo then.
I think we're just going to have to go hippo.
Hippo. Okay.
Yeah.
We're locked in. So, which type of mushroom shares its name with the London market and an Edinburgh suburb? Well done, Jake. It was portobello.
well
Thank you
Very
much.
well done.
Name 2 mushrooms.
Early September. What would be my star sign?
We went for Virgo.
Bang on.
Yes.
In Alice in... So you must be on the cusp of the one after, I'm guessing.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
In Alice in Wonderland, what does the Queen of Hearts use as a croquet mallet?
Oh,
So the
that's
animal
bad.
ending in
That's
O.
bad.
It's flamingo.
Oh.
And now you say it makes sense. The
Yeah,
sort of
just
length
long.
of it, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not getting a 5 out of 5 here.
No. You know what? You led us astray. English countryside. You were giving it
I
all
did,
that.
yeah,
Giving it all that.
Yeah. Which is why we went with
That's
hippo.
why we went with hippo, yeah.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Very
wasn't it?
true. Very true.
Team GB athletes, Jay Jones and Caden Cunningham.
Go on, what
both
was
Olympic-
I think we established there are no sports that end in O other than polo and water polo, so it's going to be one of those.
Taekwondo.
There are more sports
There
that
are
end in O
more
other than
sports.
water polo
Water
and
polo and
polo.
We forgot the fighting sports, didn't
Ah.
we?
The fighting. We went
Yeah.
through. We even went through the different categorisations of sports.
Yeah. I mean, you rushed through. You went very quick.
Yeah.
Judo could have been
Judo.
judo.
Yeah.
I think we would never have got it.
No.
I feel fine about not getting it because now that we know that, because if we didn't go to the fighting sports, we would have said judo. And
This is
we
a
stuck with
crazy first stage of grief.
You know what?
it. I'm happy with losing.
And finally, in Italian cuisine, which dessert comprises a scoop of vanilla ice cream topped with a hot shot of espresso, affogato.
Ooh.
Well done. Well done,
Jake,
Jake.
you dragged us through that. Very well done.
So that
Thank you, guys.
is a 3 out of 5 at the end of the first round.
Okay, 60%.
Yeah, not-
It's a
okay.
2-1.
It's reminded me of a joke that I heard a long time ago. I'm going to try it on you. These sorts of structured jokes haven't gone well in the past. Guys, what is a dessert that comprises of a scoop of vanilla ice cream topped with a shot of hot espresso?
I don't know.
I don't know what is a dessert.
So just say what it is.
Oh.
What is it? I knew it wasn't going to go right. I thought, do you know what? Now that we all know the answer, they might be queued up to say the answer.
You were wanting us to say.
Try it
I
again.
thought the punchline was going to be. Sorry, go on.
In Italian cuisine, what dessert does comprise of a scoop of vanilla ice cream topped with a shot of hot espresso?
Affogato.
So have I. That's what I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
So let's move on to round 2.
You've really been working on your puns, haven't
I
you?
know. I don't want to be
There's a
that guy.
few.
I don't want to be.
Why are we hating on puns?
Huh?
Why are we hating on
I
puns?
don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be the fun guy.
But I think that's the the next level with puns, because like, anyone can come up with a pun. It's like I'm gonna say the worst joke possible, and I'm gonna sit in it with you, and you're gonna hate it.
No, I don't want to.
You don't want to be that guy.
I don't want to. I don't want to be sitting in anything. I feel that gets into sort of Bevo and Simple Simon territory, and I don't want to be sitting in anything. So round 2 is nicknames in sports. Sporting guy, Rob?
Yeah, play a bit of sport.
Yeah, you're very broad.
Thank you.
You're very broad.
Thank
you.
you.
You gym a lot?
I gym a reasonable amount, but not as much as I wish I could.
You're a bit of a gym head, aren't you, Liam?
You been gymming?
Been getting into it a bit more.
You got a big hoodie on. You got a sleeper build under that.
Yeah.
I felt your arm the other day.
Yeah.
Very muscular.
Do I have a look, Phil, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. It's getting there.
Oh
It's not
no,
brilliant.
that
Yeah.
sleeper build.
It's not
Yeah,
brilliant.
it's
but
really good.
Oh wait,
It's getting there.
just judging
I've
on
tried
that.
I've tried to.
Was it biceps last?
No, it wasn't actually.
No, I was gonna say it wouldn't have been.
So let's hope the next 5 questions relate to 3 blokes pretending they know what to talk about when it comes to the gym.
There's something so cringy in it about blokes feeling each other's arms.
I have a feel of that.
Feel that?
No, I have a feel of that.
What do you think of that? A little bit of gym banter. What the fuck was that?
I noticed neither of you
That is
asked
not
to
the
feel
target
my
audience.
arm, did
No,
you?
no, this
No,
guy's
it's
very strong.
unbelievable.
This guy,
No
let's
sleeper
do it,
bit.
Jake.
No,
No.
I can't. Yeah.
No.
That's solid.
Have
That's
a feel of
solid.
that.
Go on,
Go
have a feel
on,
of that.
Yeah, do it
It's not bad.
Let's
Not bad.
do the top because it's thin.
Solid.
Round 2 is nicknames in sport. So, Rob, you a sporting guy?
Yeah, I'm a sporting guy.
What sport were you doing in your chat? Because we're not having that in. No, I'm joking. So, nicknames in sports. Here we go. Question number 1. The Blades and the Owls are nicknames for football clubs in which UK city?
What was it? Blades.
The Blades and the Owls.
The Owls are. I wanted to say Oldham, but I'm not sure.
I think Oldham are also called the Owls, but this is Sheffield.
It is.
Blades is Sheffield United,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
Owls are Sheffield Wednesday.
I forget you.
Nice.
You are very good on football trivia, Liam.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you strike me as a football.
I think because you're, and I don't mean this disparagingly at all, but I think because you are a Bath City fan,
Yeah.
you sort of are forced to know a little bit more about the more obscure teams.
Right.
Rather than just
Yeah,
the top
that's
line.
fair.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Question number 2: Which international rugby team are nicknamed Los Pumas?
Los.
Los Pumas.
Okay, so it's got to be some kind of Hispanic team.
Yeah, that might have Pumas, I suppose.
Yeah, Los Pumas. I was going to say a South American team.
South
like
America, so
Argentina.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what other
They
South
play
American
rugby?
teams play rugby? It's only Argentina,
I
isn't
think
it?
it really is, yeah. Should we go?
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, the only thing I would say though
Yes.
is that in Argentina they speak Portuguese.
I don't know that to be true.
Sorry, are you saying that as if
Is that true?
when you said I don't know that to be true sounded as if like you're incorrect, or are you saying I don't know that to be true as in to say I didn't know that was true?
No, you're somewhere in between. You've said I'm
Was that?
considering it.
Oh, I
I'm
didn't know
going,
that to be true, or that is not true.
No, here it is. It's new information to me, and I'm
Yes.
not ready to accept it as fact.
I love that. I think
Okay.
I think more people should do that.
Yeah.
I'd just accept that.
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
and it's got us into a lot of
Absolutely
terrible
willingly,
situations. It really has. Okay, but no, they do speak Portuguese. They do speak Portuguese, unless this is one of the many facts that apparently it could contribute to my reign of terror.
So that's their main language is Portuguese.
Yeah.
Because Brazil speak Portuguese. They do not speak the same language as Argentina.
I think that I've got this wrong. And
You've
I
got
was
it-
thinking of Brazil speak Portuguese.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah.
There we are.
I think let's stick with Argentina then.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with Argentina.
Yes, please.
Question number 3. Beijing's national stadium, which held the 2022 Olympics, is also known by which name due to its appearance? Was the Beijing's? That's recent.
Hang on, no, Beijing was
Beijing was
I think
ages
that might
ago.
be.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that might be a bit of a typo there. I think Beijing was 2002.
Yes.
No, I don't. I don't believe that to be true.
2008.
Yes,
Okay.
I
Maybe
think
something
that.
2008
I think
might
that.
sound.
It's not. It wasn't. 2022 was Tokyo.
Winter
Olympics.
I think it's the
to
Bird's
sound-
Nest Stadium.
Oh, no,
Oh,
I think it's the
okay.
Bird's
like
Nest.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we
I think I can picture that actually.
yeah,
Stadium,
lots
yeah.
of sort of like stuff around the sides.
Yeah. Well, not to get too ahead of ourselves. We could be on for another. Well, not that we got a 5 out of 5, but last time we were looking hopeful.
Question number 4. Why is the Dutch darts player Dirk van Dijvenbode nicknamed the Aubergenius?
Ooh.
Aubergenius.
The Aubergenius.
As in Auber genius. One
Cock
word.
like an eggplant? Fun thing about him, he's good at darts, he's got a cock like an eggplant. I don't know. So the options are, he eats aubergine parmigiana before every match.
Oh, right, there's options. Nice.
That counts as Rob's review of the quiz. Options, nice. Option B, he always wears purple. Well, hang on a minute. If he's called the aubergine because he always wears purple, it must mean because he's got a stomach like an aubergine, basically. It's not because he wears purple, it's because he looks like a purple aubergine wearing it. Option number C, he works on an aubergine farm.
Oh.
Interesting.
I would love if it was that one.
And D, he legally changed his name to include an aubergine emoji. So, is it because of his food, his attire, his work, or his name?
Well, I'm just gonna say which I'd like it to be, which is the work, because I love the idea that he's worked on an aubergine farm, then he's come to fame.
This says he currently works on an aubergine farm.
because that would be cool.
It doesn't say currently.
He said he works on an aubergine farm.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah,
that can't be true.
it could be. I mean, darts is one of those ones, isn't it? You just play it a lot and you get quite good. And then if you can handle the pressure at the top, you're one of the best. That's
but
it.
Yeah.
Sorry to darts players.
The
I'm not very good.
aubergine. I mean, I know you can grow anything anywhere these days. These bloody days, you
Bloody
can grow
bottom
tomatoes
cultures.
in bloody Leicester. But the aubergine is native to Asia.
Right, and he's not Asian, so that's
No,
cultural
I'm just saying, like,
appropriation.
That's very good.
Are they really growing aubergines
I see.
in
That's a
the
really good
Netherlands?
point. That's a really good point.
That's very smart.
That's
Okay,
very
let's say that.
So let's rule
no.
that out.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that he eats aubergine parmigiana before every match.
Maybe purple.
Really, that's what I thought it was.
Really? See, I just think.
Because the fans aren't necessarily seeing that.
I think. I mean, I've not really heard of his darts play. He's not one of the big ones.
No.
And it's normally, you know what I mean? You'd only find that out with a bit of like, the sort of publicity stuff you get like on like Instagram videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it's sort of, I can't see if that would have been a viral video of it, like, you're never going to guess what Dirk van Dijvenbode eats before every match. And then
true.
so much of it,
That's
become,
true.
that's his nickname now, that's what he's known as, the Aubergenius.
Yeah.
Well, then in that case, it's got to be that he always wears purple.
I think I like purple.
It looks a bit like round in it.
All
but-
the fans are going to see him wearing purple. That's like, you're constantly going to see that. You'll come up with the name.
Or the legally,
was
but
the-
a lot of them wear purple.
A lot of them do wear
A
purple.
lot of
Luke
them
Littler
wear-
wears purple.
Yeah.
No, well, there we are.
He legally changed his name to include an aubergine emoji. I think if you want to take it seriously as
Mad.
a darts player, well, actually no, that doesn't count. That doesn't exist. So Maybe it could be. I don't know why he would. I mean, where would you put the aubergine into Dirk van? Oh, unless he's changed the Dirk to the aubergine, so it's like Dick van Dijvenbode. But I don't think you would.
Can
want
you legally change your name to an emoji?
Why would he want to change his name to an aubergine to suggest his first name is a cock? I don't think he'd want to do that. Would he want to do that?
You get some characters, don't you? In that?
You get some characters.
I think I would personally say let's go for he legally changed his name to include an aubergine emoji.
Yeah.
I would.
And we think that's legally possible.
But I still think have a hunch about he eats an aubergine parmigiana. So we're going to let you decide, Rob.
I don't think.
What's that noise you did? Sorry, what's that about? Is that
a little bit of frustration?
Is that what you?
Just
thought I was watching a Bevo video for a second. Then.
Is that what you?
Something I really hate that he does as well when he's talking about his his porn videos. He always says it's on Orange YouTube. I don't know why. I just find that phrase to be really grating.
Yeah.
It's not going to stick. It just isn't. Orange YouTube.
Quite clever actually.
You know what? I'm quite into that.
Fair play to him.
I've got an erection. So
he knows the algorithm. Something you want about it.
What do we think? A or D? I mean, you could go for you could go for a third one to be fair and divide us further. But
I think it's more likely that he eats it than
okay.
he's changed his name.
Yeah, let's go with A.
Can you legally change your name to an aubergine?
Question number 5. What was the pun-based nickname?
Oh,
here we go.
Yeah,
This will be a bit of fun. The pun-based nickname of the Crystal Palace defender Fitz Hall.
Fitz Hall.
I think I don't know this, but I'm imagining his nickname is One Size.
That's great.
That's really good.
One size fits all.
Great.
Yeah.
That is.
I don't know.
That is really great. That is
It might be too good.
Yeah.
It might be
too good, but if
for the average football.
I'm annoying myself as to how smug I am. This could be wrong. This could be wrong.
No,
That
I like
is
it.
great.
Even if it's wrong, I don't care. That's great.
Oh, One
Take
Size.
One size.
That's a lovely nickname.
Fits
Isn't
all.
it?
That is great.
We've
Brilliant.
answered everything. Do we want to go back on anything?
I don't think so. I think
No.
Let's do it.
Let's attack it. So, question number 1. The Blades and the Owls are nicknames for football clubs in which UK city? Liam, you were very confident. You said Sheffield.
Yep.
It is Sheffield. That's
Brilliant.
1 point. Here we go. Let's get that 5 out of 5, guys. Question number 2. Which international rugby team are nicknamed Los Pumas? I nearly took us on to a horrible tangent telling us to rule out Argentina because I thought they spoke Portuguese. You didn't believe it to be true. It wasn't true. What is true is that it is Argentina.
Amazing.
It is Argentina.
Well done,
2
Rob,
for
because I
2,
would have
guys.
just gone with him on that.
Question number 3. Beijing's national stadium, which held the 2022
This is
Olympics,
you, Jake.
is also known by the name, which name due to its appearance. It's the Bird's Nest.
Well done.
The
Ernie,
Bird's
well
Nest.
done.
redeemed yourself.
What I love about your quiz, Sam, is that when you said nicknames in sport, I did think it was just going to be people's nicknames, but you've included places, you've included people, you've given a little bit of variation in terms of the different sports as well.
You've shown how broad a seemingly narrow category could be.
Yeah, really lovely. Question number 4. The Dutch player Dirk van Dijvenbode. So was it that he ate the aubergine? Was it that he wears it and looks like one? Was it that he works on one? Was it that he legally changed his name to have one?
works on an aubergine.
So what did we rule out, guys? We ruled out that he works on one. There's no chance. I mean, I gave this whole spiel about aubergines
good. It
being
made
from
sense.
Asia.
And we
Did
believed you because
you
you're
believe
Asian.
it's true. Yeah, I'm Asian.
It's the only reason we...
Rob, in other situations, mate. What country is what fruits are native to Asia? Let me ring Jake. So we ruled that out because they're not gonna grow aubergines in the Netherlands, and also like if you're a dance player, I can tell you the answer was he works on an aubergine farm.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
In the Netherlands?
He works on an aubergine farm in the Netherlands.
So-
his name is Dirk van Dijvenbode. And yeah, he's a professional darts player as well, apparently.
Wow.
I think like
To be fair, it doesn't say professional. You might just be at the pub.
I know this guy works on... Future
2 minutes down the road from the aubergine farm. Here he comes in, the auberginius.
I'll have a game.
Oh yeah.
I'm back at work in 5 though, so make it quick.
I'm really pissed off about that. That's...
Where does he wear his overalls? Over jeans.
Hey.
Rob, did you know your app would be the pun app? I don't know how it's happened, but it has. And literally, we didn't answer this question before. We didn't know there'd be a nicknames round with puns in every single thing. Question number 5. What's the pun-based nickname of Crystal Palace defender Fitz
Come on.
Hall? We hope it's one size.
It's gotta be.
It's one size.
It's one size.
Huge. One size
That is
fits all.
huge.
Get in. So 4
That is
out
fantastic
of
stuff.
5. 4 out of 5 there. Edging closer to that 5 out of 5 round.
No, boys.
Only one more
Momentum.
round to do it in.
Momentum
Did you have any
is gonna take us
nicknames at
through.
school?
Colf. No.
Colf.
Just Colf. Short for my surname.
Yeah.
I bet you were
That's
quite
it.
popular, weren't you? I bet I could. Here comes Cole, one of the lads, leaving school early to play
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
Teachers like it.
Scoring goals and just
scoring
fingering
goals.
people, weren't you?
Cole's got leaving.
You disgust me. You have a nickname at school? Yeah. Shawsey.
Yeah, it's got
Shawster, but I sort of gave myself that name.
Shawster.
Actually.
Yeah, that
Shawster.
sounds like you gave it to yourself.
Yeah, I
name,
did
innit?
really,
Did
yeah.
it stick?
No,
No.
other than with me. I still called it. Did you, Jake?
No, I tried to. There was some lads in the year above that wrote on
Put you in a bin.
put me in a bin, and then for about a week we're going with Onion Bhardwaj because my last name's Bhardwaj. Basically, my last name's Bhardwaj.
You laughed too hard at that.
That was so funny. It's so mean.
Yeah, it works because my last name's Bhardwaj, Onion Bharji's, and they're racist. So for those three reasons, that's why it works.
Something about
Justifying why they put him in the bin as well.
That's funny racism.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure it would have hurt you.
No.
But it's
No,
it's something so funny about just being these kids when you're a kid. People just like blatantly racist you.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
horrible
yeah.
stuff, and you can look back and laugh.
chewing on an onion Bharji to ease the pain.
Onion Bhardwaj. Awful.
Bloody hell.
Awful. But that you know
Yeah.
that was the 2010s, wasn't it?
You see, it's just what we did back then. It wasn't, it wasn't wrong. It was just who we were. You got to understand, it was of the time. It was funny at the time.
Can't do comedy these days.
Yeah.
Let's have a break from the quizzing. We're doing too bloody well at it. I want to know how the hell you've been. I want to see you for 6 months. What has been going on? Your street interviews, you're famous for them, people love them. Where have you been and what's been happening?
I've been spending a lot of time. So I do my street interviews on the reg once a week.
Yeah.
I go to some town.
God, you're so
somewhere.
young and cool. Reg,
On the
guys,
reg.
means regular. If anyone, he doesn't have time to say these big words.
Yeah, no, I don't have time for the syllables. I am working on a documentary of my own.
What can you tell us?
I can tell you that it is going to be based in the skill set I already have, interviewing people on the street. It's going to be really good, though. It's going to be quite good. I think it's going to be like, oh, I've never seen anything like this before.
Wow.
Kind of thing.
What's it
It's
going
not
on?
gonna-
Is it YouTube or?
I'm
Orange
doing
YouTube?
my Orange YouTube. Yeah, I'm doing my best to get people with money involved, but it's a really weird position because usually you'd be like, hey, I've got a project I want to make. I need a production company or some kind of channel to get involved. But ultimately, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I just need the money to make it because I want to make it because I love making it. You know?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want it to be someone gets their fingers in my pie and changes how it is. But I'm just, if it's a brand that comes in, cool. Or if it's like I do a really big job this year and I get enough money to carry on funding it, finish all the episodes, I would do that.
Can
I just want to
you
make it.
tell us what it's about, or is it?
Yeah, I'll tell
under
you.
wraps, yeah?
No. It's so obviously I do street interviews in different towns and kind of go up and down the country, mostly down. Haven't really been up north enough, so I've been correcting that with this documentary. We've taken some topics and we're going up and down the country, speaking to people on the street, and we have found some really interesting characters that we're going to follow up with and just see where we can take these stories and investigate these topics with the public of the UK.
Wow.
So rather than making a show where there's celebrity influence or like big names, we're going to take like unknown people and make them the star of the episode. Wow.
And so
then-
have you been quite selective with the individuals who you've picked to go on it? Someone with a real story, or is it just quite random with, let's just go for them?
It's like fishing. Like, you just don't know if you're going to catch a big fish. And we've managed to randomly find some people. Wow, you're interesting. But it's not like pure chance, because if you interview enough people are interesting. They've got something going on. And they happen to pertain to the subjects we were looking into.
And if you keep digging and digging,
You keep digging, and you ring them up again and chat to them. And you find out they've got this crazy past. Or
And do you get people when they see you that Colfer's in town? Here we go.
Yeah.
Do me.
Yeah,
Do
you get
my mate. Do my mate.
you get do me. So there's two types. You get the do my mate, and do me. You
I
go,
imagine
"That's
the people
fine."
who want you
But
to
then-
do them are the worst ones, right?
Yeah, they're the best and the worst.
Right.
Because sometimes they're like, yeah, do me, just because I want to be on this thing for whatever. and they're crap. And then
Do me. So what are you doing? Oh, I can't think of anything at the moment.
Mate,
No, you think of something.
No, exactly that.
What were we talking
exactly
about?
that.
What were we talking about the other day?
It was so funny.
Yeah.
Like
That
every
was funny. What did you say? What did you say?
it's like every guy who's had a great conversation. They're like, oh, let's start a podcast, and then it's crap.
Oh shit! I knew
Not
you were
like
holding
this.
a grievance.
Oh no!
From the first time you turned up.
I have a massive grievance with podcasts. I think just like street interviews, there should be a higher bar to start doing them.
Yeah.
But like what I like about yours and the podcasts that I might listen to would be that they have a format. I like.
yeah.
Oh, there's a reason I'm coming to this thing. It's a quiz thing. You know. Sorry, I've gone on a tangent.
No, that's what's beautiful about the format itself. If I don't say so myself.
So that's the project. That's what I'm working on at the moment. Normal Island is what the documentary is going to be called. It's going to be fucking fantastic. It's going to be very different to many things you've seen before in a nuanced way. It's not going to be like, oh my god, I've never seen it. It's going to be in a nuanced way. You'll be like, that's interesting. He's really done something there.
When's it coming out?
Probably in July, but I'm going to just keep working on it until I'm happy with it.
July, that's soon.
July, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Does that suit? Do you think it's too
I think
soon? I've been working on it
I think
since
I did ask
November.
this. Where's-
Yeah.
Where can people watch it?
People will be able to watch it at a screening. I'm sorting somewhere
wow.
to screen it for
We
the first
going to
time.
that?
You guys are invited for sure.
Great.
Yeah, I'll probably do a couple screenings for it, and then depending on funding or if anyone picks it up, you end up watching it on some kind of online channel or whatever, or you just end up watching it on YouTube, and it's just my passion project that made no money.
Lovely.
We'll see.
Either way.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going into YouTube, guys. So
Follow Rob Colfer's YouTube. Your
Follow
YouTube
YouTube.
account is called.
Rob Colfer.
So round 3 is tube lines. So the answers include the name of a London Underground line. I think this is quite a clever round. So we're going to get a question which has an answer in itself, but the answer would also be a name of a tube line. So you've got two sort of ways of deducing this. So question 1, my pronunciation might not be quite right. Bangui.
Yeah, Bangui. I would say Bangui.
Bangui is the capital of which country?
Really tough.
Ooh.
Really tough.
Well, it's not Thailand because that's Bangkok.
Yeah.
So that's one off.
It's not France because that's Paris. Famously.
It sounds like an African.
Bangui.
Sounds to me to be like sort of African.
So what tube lines are there? Which tube stations?
Oh,
Name of-
stations.
Stations.
No, it says line. The name of a London Underground line.
Okay, so
Oh,
you've got your
well,
Central,
great.
your Northern, your Jubilee.
Yeah, hang on.
So-
There's
so-
not loads of lines,
Melbourne,
though, is there?
Jubilee.
So
It's
all
not.
the
That
answers
seems small.
Include the name of a London Underground line. We should be able to get this by process of elimination.
Waterloo and
shouldn't we?
City. Is that a line?
Piccadilly.
Victoria.
Victoria. Okay, well let's come back
I'm
to
sorry.
it. Shall we?
Which 2009 Peter Jackson film sees an invasion of an alien race known
Yeah.
as prawns?
Oh, your District Line. District 9.
Oh,
District Line. Okay,
District Line,
fair
District
play.
9.
I think we're going to be able to come
Great
back
film.
and get that
Great film.
That Bangui one.
Yeah.
Wow. What is the title of the first book in Philip Pullman's His Dark Materials trilogy?
I don't know this one. I don't know this. They recently had a TV series of it on as well.
District Line in District 9. Could we try something that's like Central Line and Central Pine? Something about trees?
What do you think? They're all going to rhyme with
Maybe.
line?
No, I don't know. Oh, no, that's a good point. Good point.
Circle,
maybe not.
Jubilee.
Circle Jerk.
Yeah, do you think his first book
Yeah, it
was
was
called Circle Jerk and
yeah.
it sold to millions of kids?
Yeah.
Don't know. Philip, do you mind if we change the name of the? No, honestly, it's Circle. You bought the option on it. It's Circle Jerk or nothing.
It's Philip Pullman off.
Lovely stuff.
Should we leave? Should we come back to that one? Think on it for a minute.
strong-
This is
aren't we?
Northern.
Northern?
I think it's the Northern Lights or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's the Northern. I think it's something to do with Northern.
Yeah.
Northern Lights. Question 4. Which comedian was known for her joke? I thought Cock of Anne was loving a lorry.
Okay, so Joe Brand, Joe. No, I'm looking at our producer, which is not allowed.
Cheating. That's cheating.
It's cheating.
Female.
So it's a female.
Sarah Millican.
When you're trying to get that with...
Sarah Millican,
Ryan.
Catherine Ryan.
What other lines are there?
So we got the Waterloo and City. We've got... So we did... Northern's done. Central Line. Jubilee.
Let's park it, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know who it could be. I mean, I thought Coco Van was loving a lorry. Feels like a British comedian.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard that joke actually.
I've heard that joke as well. I don't know.
Question 5. What name is given to the popular tourist route through southern Iceland which loops from Reykjavik?
The circle line.
I suppose it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it must be a circle.
It's quite a round, yeah.
Yeah, it must be a circle. Arctic Circle.
Ah,
No, that's something else. But yeah, I think it must be something circle. The icy circle. No,
This has been quite difficult.
Considering there are only limited options in lines.
Yeah.
It's been really hard.
Yeah.
So, capital of which country? We're just not sure. We can't think of can't think of a line that relates to anything.
Bakerloo.
Ooh.
So Bakerloo, Jubilee. We don't think that it has anything. I think we're gonna have to park it. We just don't know, do we?
Yeah.
What to call it, guys?
So we've only answered
1, 2,
We've answered three. We've gone with district for number 2. We've gone for northern for number 3, and we've gone from for
Although I
circle for number
suppose
5.
we don't just need the line, we need the full.
Yeah.
So it's District 9, Northern Lights.
No, well in that case we've answered nothing.
Okay, let's do the. Right. Bangui is the capital of which country?
Go on.
Central African Republic.
Okay. So we really haven't answered anything because we've just written the tube lines.
Well,
No, we got one.
no, we did. No, because number 2 in 2009 Peter Jackson film sees an invasion of an alien race known as prawns. District 9. We did say District 9. Rob said District 9.
Thank you.
Number 3. Philip Pullman's his Dark Materials trilogy. What was the title of the first book? Northern Lights. You got that?
Well done.
You said
Brilliant.
Lights.
Oh,
You said
great,
Lights,
great.
yeah. So that is a couple. Which comedian was known for her joke? I thought Cock of Ann was loving a lorry. Victoria Wood.
Of course it was.
Nice.
Of course it was. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
That's
I
we
think
should
we
have
were
worked that out.
yeah, we really should have
Probably
done.
called Victoria.
Yeah, I feel sick.
I think-
that
I think-
not getting that
I
actually.
think
we were thinking a bit
I didn't
modern,
like.
weren't
We
we?
were. Yeah, I didn't like this.
And
Round.
then the name given to the popular tourist route through Reykjavik in
Circle
Iceland.
something.
Golden Circle.
Golden
but
Circle.
We did only say circle, so I don't think we get a point.
Bevo's new Pornhub video, Golden Circle, coming out soon. Very wet that one, isn't it? Very wet.
Features Luke Bennett.
The clean-up time on that must have been a nightmare.
Can I just ask how much crossover do you think there is for Bevo's TikTok gimmicks and his, online his sex stuff? Because
Who's watching his
as
sex
in like no,
That is
Sex
true,
stuff?
actually. I don't think
Yeah,
anyone's
who is
actually asked
watching
that.
it?
Who's actually
who's watching it?
rather than like
And
as a joke?
Is he doing the big swallows?
Oh, sorry?
Is he doing the? Oh, hold on, guys. Here's my gimmick. There's another nut gone down.
Yeah.
Is he doing that? If you were him, would you do that?
Not to get too crude, but I mean, yeah, he's not going to chew it, is he?
If anything, he was.
That's the one thing he's not going to chew.
I was not expecting Bevo to be sort of.
No, the final thought.
Yeah.
So at the end of that round, we got 2. What does that bring our total to, Liam?
9 out of 15.
9 out of 15.
Okay.
It's
What is that? That's.
Do you know
That's
what I'm going to give us?
60%.
I'm going to give us a sort of like C+, B- on that. I don't think it was as good as it could be.
Yeah.
But I mean, the questions that we didn't get, there was a few of them that we really could have worked out. I'm looking back here.
Victoria Wood.
Victoria Wood, definitely. Right back round in round 1, Queen of Hearts. If we'd have said a few more animals and got to Flamingo,
Yeah.
I should have probably not said it had to be
Yeah, sure.
British animals. But then we wouldn't have never talked about beavers and beaver.
And one of them is multiple
So-
choice. We got that wrong, so you know
one?
what I mean. You always have a chance. The
Yeah.
Dirk
Oh yeah.
Van Dijvenbode.
So, taking everything into account, Rob,
Yep.
we'd like you to give us a rating for Sam's quiz. First up, in terms of playability, what would you give it?
I'm going to give it 4 because I.
And that's out of 10.
Sorry, out of 5.
Okay.
Sorry, all the rounds were out of 5, and I was just in
Yeah,
like.
no,
out
that's
of
my
5.
fault.
Okay, I'm going to give it 8
Out of 5.
No, out of 10. 8 out of 10 because I thought it was really good. I liked it. I liked the pun round.
Yeah.
Thought that was cool. I liked
It was
the formats
sports
to the-
nicknames round. We
Sports-
just got
sorry.
very heavily into puns.
Yes,
Yeah.
the sports nicknames round. That was good. I felt that the lines were. I just feel. I think we were being stupid actually. So
Yeah.
this is not a mark against the quiz. It's against
Yeah.
us. But it pissed me off a little bit. I wanted it to be
pissed off at us,
explained a
yeah.
little bit more, maybe.
Yeah.
That was just.
I think
on
that is
us.
on
It
us.
is just
I
us,
think we've
right?
got to say that's on us.
Yeah,
We were
okay,
thick
that's
on
fair.
that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So in
again-
terms of
Sorry. Remind me of the early rounds. What did we have? We had.
so we had ending in O.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it.
Sport
Yeah.
nicknames, and we had the tube lines. And so playability, we think an 8. Range of questions, I think it's been brilliant.
Yeah. And what I really liked about every round it narrowed it down a little bit for us. Hey, your answers are going to be in this area, guys.
Yeah.
You've got something to check it against.
You can have a conversation. You can see like it might be one of these three things. One of these three things. So in terms of range of questions, another 8.
Yes, I'm going to say I liked where they were at. They were all gettable. I didn't feel like I was left out. Of, like when I went.
Good to know. We tried our best.
No, you know when you go to a quiz and you go, these questions are not for me. This was like, no, this is within my kind of scope. I could maybe take a stab at some of these. I thought it was a very good quiz.
And then finally, I mean, this is where the current company does come into it. Just general good vibes. What would you give it out of 10, please, Rob?
Vibes were immaculate today.
Today? Oh, wait, he's been before, hasn't he? Look at him.
I've been
veteran.
Yeah.
Today, yeah.
No, you guys are seeming real calm, cool, collected. Like you know what's going on.
Okay, bring his quiz into it a little bit. I don't want this to be an analysis of us now, Rob. For God's sake. Don't street interview me, you prick.
Yeah, general vibe is good. He's not dwelled too far in the past. He's kept it present enough.
Wife left me. Get over it, Sam.
I'm not like thinking too much about the psychology of him. I'm thinking more about the questions.
Yeah.
He's not been too. There's not too much ego in there from him. As just some great formats he's given us and gone. Hey, go on, find some answers, guys.
Eloquent as always, Rob. It's been a pleasure to have you. I would love to have you back for a third time.
I'd bloody love to come back.
Do the hat trick.
Yep.
The Colf hat trick. And also thank you to Sam from the Fox in Lockley. And as we said, you can find their quiz every Tuesday at 8 p.m. What were you going to say, Joe?
I was going to say you had a lovely idea of comparing the two quizzes, but
Oh, of course. Yeah, go on, just quickly.
Okay, so this time versus the first time.
Yeah. What's changed?
Okay, so I knew you were going to be here. Which really, that got me out of bed today. That's a nice one to take the edge off this guy. That was good.
it's not nice being a person that has to have the edge taken off. It's tough. It's tough.
Connor seems great. He's vertical rather than horizontal this time, which is good.
That's our producer who is sat at the back recording. Last time Rob was here, having Connor had about 15 pints the night before and proceeded to do the record led on a bench. So it's nice that he's sat
I
up
felt
right
like we were
here.
therapizing him last time.
There's much less stains on his outfit. He's got
not zero.
He's got trousers on. He's had a shower this week. This is great for Connor.
So personnel-wise, I think you guys are doing great. Seriously, doing great.
Dream team.
The format seemed a little smoother. I think it was.
Okay, this is too much now.
You want me to shut up?
The paint is nice.
I'll shut up.
Yeah. You seem like
Background looks great. I would like the exposed wall.
Right, Rob, we'll see you at the screening.
Bye,
everyone. Bye.
Fantastic job all round, guys.